Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're getting into affirmations. Those positive statements people tell you to repeat.
Exactly. And specifically why, well, a lot of the time, they just don't seem to work.
Yeah, I've heard that. There's actually some really interesting UCLA research using brain scans.
Yeah.
It showed for like 90% of people saying affirmations can sometimes backfire, trigger some kind of subconscious resistance.
That's right. It's almost like your brain puts the brakes on saying, hang on, that doesn't match my reality.
Hmm.
But the flip side is really fascinating.
Okay.
That same research found that when you do them correctly, affirmations can actually be super powerful. We're talking potentially a 23% drop in stress hormones
Wow. Okay.
and maybe even a 42% boost in actually hitting your goals. It's significant.
So the mission for us today, for everyone listening, is to really understand the why behind that, the neuroscience bit. What makes one affirmation flop and another one fly?
Yeah, and we're going to break down this four-step method. It's based on how the brain actually works, so you can hopefully make affirmations really work for you.
Right. Because the core problem, as I understand it, is often just saying positive stuff feels fake if you don't actually believe it deep down.
Exactly that. It's a clash. Cognitive dissonance, they call it. Your words say one thing, your gut feeling, your core beliefs say another. And if there's no real emotion behind it, or crucially no evidence,
Your brain just goes, nope.
pretty much. It needs more than just words. We've got to tap into the actual neural wiring, hack it almost.
Okay, let's hack at them. Step one you mentioned is the belief ladder. What's that about? Sounds gradual.
It is. It's very much about gradual steps. Some Stanford research supports this idea. Instead of leaping from I'm terrible at X straight to I'm amazing at X.
Which feels like a huge jump.
A huge jump. Your brain resists. So the belief ladder says start just one or maybe two steps up from where you genuinely are right now.
Okay, give me an example, like the money thing. If someone thinks, I'm just awful with money.
Right. Instead of jumping to I'm a money magnet,
Yeah.
which might feel totally unbelievable,
Mm-hmm.
you might start with I'm learning to manage money better. That feels more possible, right?
Yeah, more doable.
Then maybe later, I'm making more conscious choices with my spending. See, it's a ladder.
And the Stanford research suggests this actually helps build those new brain pathways faster.
Up to 3 times faster,
Mhm.
apparently, because the brain finds it easier to accept. Less internal conflict. It feels achievable.
Okay, that makes sense. Build on that. Step two is the 3D experience. Sounds immersive.
It is. It's about taking the words off the page or out of your head and making them, well, real for your brain, using multiple senses.
So not just saying it, but
Visualizing it. Really see yourself living that affirmed reality. What does it look like?
okay.
And embodying it. What does it feel like? Connect with the emotion. Feel it in your body. That's key.
Feel the success or the calm or whatever it is.
Precisely. And then there's the auditory part. Some studies show recording your affirmation in your own voice and listening back.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it can boost the impact by 40%. It's your own voice telling your brain this new reality.
So seeing, feeling, hearing, it creates a stronger signal for the brain, a more solid imprint.
Exactly. A richer, multisensory input makes it more like a real memory or experience, neurologically speaking.
Cool. Okay, step three, the evidence hunt. This sounds important for tackling that inner cynic.
It really is. This is where you actively build a bridge between where you are and where you want to be after you state your affirmation.
You go looking for proof.
Yes. Tiny bits of proof. You ask specific questions like, okay, when have I ever shown even a tiny glimpse of this quality, even if it was small or long ago?
Find a seed of truth.
Find the seed, or who do I know who's actually achieved this? What do they do? Learn from others.
Right. Or even,
What's one tiny thing I could do, like right now, that would move me even 1% closer? What action proves this is possible?
so you're basically training your brain to notice the evidence that supports the new belief, making it more believable.
You got it. And that leads perfectly into the final step, number 4, the action anchor.
Action anchor. So linking the words to doing something.
Immediately. A
Cool.
tiny immediate action paired with the affirmation. This is probably the fastest way to rewire beliefs because behavior is powerful proof for the brain.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, say your affirmation is, I am disciplined. Right after you say it, maybe you just make your bed instantly.
Ah, okay, simple.
Super simple.
Yeah.
Or, I am healthy. Then you immediately drink a glass of water. It anchors the abstract idea in a concrete physical action, proof.
Couple belief ladder, 3D experience, evidence hunt, action anchor. Got it. Now, you mentioned some neuroscientist pro tips too, little hacks.
Yeah, a few quick ones. Timing matters. Doing this stuff right after waking up or just before sleep, your brain's often in a theta state then, more receptive, kind of porous to new info.
Okay, morning and night. Good tip.
We mentioned the voice notes, seriously. Hearing your own voice saying it. Big boost, that 40%. Don't underestimate that.
Right.
Oh, and mirror work.
Right.
Actually looking yourself in the eye in a mirror while saying the affirmation. It can feel weird at first, maybe.
Yeah, a bit intense.
Can be. But it increases the self-connection and apparently the effectiveness. And keep them short, 5–10 seconds max per affirmation. Don't overload the brain. Keep it focused.
Makes sense. Okay, so let's bring this home for people listening. We have this framework. What's the challenge?
Right, the challenge. We're calling it the 21-Day Neural Rewire Challenge. Simple structure.
Okay.
Pick, say, 3 affirmations you want to work on. Build them using that belief ladder idea. Make them believable steps up.
Got it. 3 laddered affirmations.
Then, every day, for 21 days, practice them. Use the 3D stuff, visualize, feel the emotion, listen to your recording if you make one.
Mm-hmm.
And crucially, after each one, do that tiny action anchor. Immediately take one small relevant action.
So think about a goal you have right now. How could you apply these steps? Start building those ladders, finding that evidence, taking those small actions.
Exactly. It's about making it practical.
And maybe a final thought to leave people with. Your mind ultimately is much more likely to believe what you consistently prove to it.
That's the core message, isn't it? Words are the start, but it's the words plus the feeling plus the action. That's what really changes things upstairs.
The combination is key. Thanks for breaking that
A
down.
pleasure.